What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And y'all wondering like where I'm at. I haven't did a video in my man cave and it's been a while, right? So I wanted to get up here, give a couple of updates, and put out a video this week. So this week I am on leave or vacation for some people. It was kind of a last minute idea or plan to go on leave or on vacation, but I needed a little bit of time off. I only took a week off, just a little bit of time just to get my mind right, get back out there and join the fight, right? So no update yet on my PCS to Fort Cavazos Hood, whatever you want to call that daggone place now. No update there. Let's just say I probably will stay in Hawaii a little bit longer until I drop my retirement packet. Other than that, hopefully everyone's having a blessed day. I am having a blessed day so far. The sun is shining outside. I'm not over a heat dome like it is on some areas of the world. I continue to pray for everybody that's in those areas where heat have hit over 100 degrees. So I continue to pray for y'all and keep y'all in my prayers. But I did want to get up here and do a couple of updates. So if you remember the video from last week, I talked about that what's her name, Carlee, the female that said she was abducted and she saw a baby running on the highway and whatnot. Well, yesterday her lawyer put out a statement that's saying that it was all a hoax, right? So listen to this press conference that the police department put out, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it a little bit more.
July 19th, we held a press conference and provided you with the facts of the Carlee Russell disappearance. We told you the investigation was ongoing, and we helped you determine where Carlee was within the 49 hours of her disappearance. Today I've talked to and received a statement from Mr. Emery Anthony, attorney for Carlee Russell. Mr. Anthony has scheduled a meeting for Carlee to meet with investigators early this afternoon, but then I received an email stating that a statement was being provided by him on her behalf. Mr. Anthony asked that I read the statement in its entirety, which I will do now. My client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone during the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers.
In this press conference, you heard the dude said a couple times that it was a hoax, she made it up. She decided to talk through her attorney, which was kind of weird to me. You're talking through your attorney, why didn't you come out and say what you had to say? Are you scared? Because I feel like you put the world through all this, right? You have tied up so many resources into this, and then you're going to come back and be like, I made it up. I am concerned about her. Now I'm concerned about her mental condition, right? And I know you're gonna say I don't think she's mental. She conspired all this stuff. She put all this stuff together, and they say it was just her and her by herself. But there are some people who has mental issues who is very smart. They're very smart. They live day-to-day lives and they do everything right. But sometimes there's a mental condition up here. Her boyfriend is supposedly upset with her. He is heated with her. But it's dang it, girl. Now you just said I don't even want to just say black females, but you set all females back so far back now. That's my drink. Like, now when someone else calls and be like, hey, there's a baby on the highway, is someone going to believe them now? Is it going to be in the back of their mind like, wait a minute, somebody just made this up? You know what I'm saying? Is it the same thing? So that's just something we got to think about as a society, man. Like, you really screwed up. I mean, I ain't like, she really fucked up some shit, you know? And I don't want to go hard on her. I don't want to call her every name but a child of God until they put out why she did this. Like, was it for attention? Because it's, to me, like, if you wanted attention, go buy a dog. If you wanted attention, start your OnlyFans. I don't know. Like, go strip at a club or something. Like, I don't know. If you wanted attention, go be a teacher or something. Like, there's so many ways that you could get attention without going through what you went through and having the world on the edge of their seats. Like, this woman, it was kidnapped, and she wasn't even kidnapped. There were people her family's crying, boo-hooing that she was kidnapped, and it's like, no, I wasn't kidnapped at all. I just made it up because I just made it up. So, hey, people, keep her and her family in her prayers. They are looking at probably doing some charges on her. Like, the DA is looking to most likely charge her with, like, rendering a false alarm, false reporting to a law enforcement authority, and false reporting of an incident. They're all misdemeanors, and they can, all three are Class A misdemeanors. They carry up a year in jail each. So you're looking at probably 3 years in jail. If they decide to charge her, you're looking at 3 years in jail. Well, she'll probably pull a year and a half. Good behavior and all that good stuff. Like, but she's gonna be fine. I got a feeling she's gonna be paying out her yin yang for a while. And this time the police got it right. This time the police got it right. So I give them credit for that. But on another flip side of that, let's talk about where the police didn't do right. So let's talk about this incident that happened around July 4th, right? So this incident happened around July 4th. There was a truck driver by the name of Jadarius Rose, right? He was driving what we call 18-wheelers, or long or cross-country truck or whatever you want to call it. He was driving his truck, and from what the report showed, and the report said that he bypassed a truck stop, and then he was missing a rear mud flap on his truck. So the police decided they wanted to pull him over. But instead of him pulling over, he continued to drive, right? He continued to drive, and then, more police got involved, and, as he drove more and more and more. So the dude called 911 and was like, hey, I'm scared. I don't know what to do. And the 911 operator tried to coach him through it, like, hey, just do what you're told. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to stop here and I'm going to let you see the video. Like, I'm going to let you see the video, and then we'll come back and talk about what happened after that.
It's the video so shocking, even law enforcement walk away in horror of what is happening. This is Jadarius Rose getting attacked by a police canine after the police handler was told repeatedly not to release the canine dog. It began when the Ohio State Highway Patrol tried to pull over a semi for vehicle violations. Rose kept driving as officers followed with lights and sirens. This is the young truck driver calling 911 for help.
I don't know why they even pulling me over. I was about to comply with them, but they all had their guns.
The 911 operator radios police as Rose continues to say he's scared.
Units in the pursuit. I have the guy in the semi on 911. He's complaining that you guys had his guns pulled out on him.
He continues to drive and speak to the operator.
I don't know why they're trying to kill me. Yes, they are. Obviously, they're throwing stuff on the ground, trying to explode the tires.
Police do use stop sticks to stop the rig.
And they feel like they're trying to kill me, and I'm not.
Okay, sir, you need to comply with them. You
got pulled over yet.
Okay, because they're in pursuit of you. You need to pull over. You're going to get yourself in more trouble than what you're already in.
Eventually, Rose comes out of the truck with his hands in the air and then kneels. Troopers tell the Circleville police officer not to release the police dog repeatedly.
Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up.
But he does it anyway. The dog runs past Rose, comes back, and the officer commands him to attack.
Okay, so in the video, you saw this dude get out of his truck. He put his hands up. Now, keep in mind, I want to try to set the scene a little bit for you so you can kind of understand, because I know, look at the video, listen to the lady talk, can be a lot going on, right? So, the two cop cars that was off to the side by themselves, that was the Centerville Police Department, what I call like the little city police department, whatever, right? Then the camera angle and the video record that you're seeing are from the state trooper, right? You hear the state trooper say, do not release the dog, do not release the dog, right? And the dude still released the dog even though Jadarius Rose's hands was up and he was already on his knees. Like this freaking K9 cop, Robin Speakman, like what was you freaking thinking, bro? I'm not gonna call a spade until the report come out, because right now, you know, Ryan Spade Dum Dum is on they got him on leave while the 5-member Force Review Board investigate what happened. They said that report should be out on or about 31 July, because I'm curious to see what happened. And then the dog has been put up in its kennel, right? I'm not going to blame the dog. I am a dog lover. I have a dog myself. I've seen people with dogs. Dogs do what you tell them to do, right? So as you see in the video, when he released the dog ran over towards the state troopers and then ran over to Mr. Rhodes. And then you heard the cop tell him to attack, right? And I'm looking at like, why are you telling this dog to attack when there are like 1 million cops out there and 1 million guns out there, but you're still telling the dog to attack? That makes no sense to me. So one of the news that I was watching that probably came from this same clip that y'all was watching, like they had talked to a retired K9 officer, and he like and he was white too. He was like reviewing the video was hard to see, right? He was saying even the dog was confused. Like the K9 dog was confused, because he didn't know who to attack, right? As you saw, when he released the dog, he ran nowhere near the suspect. Like I don't even want to call you the suspect anymore. He ran nowhere near Rhodes. He ran to the state trooper. Then when Dum Dum told him to attack, that's when he attacked. That's when you knew the dog was confused. And then the dog barely wanted to let go of Mr. Rhodes' arm. Like they had cut a lot of that out of the video, but you know, reading some of the stories about it, and then listening to this mayor, Mr. McElroy, McCroy, whatever his name was, Melroy, whatever. He was like, listening to him is like, I don't think that K9 dude know how to handle that K9 cop knew how to handle his K9. And it showed in the video. It showed. And it is sad, right? And then you ask yourself over and over again, why are black and brown people scared of the police, right? Like, why are they scared? And this right here shows why they're scared. That's why parents gotta sit there and explain to their black and brown kids that, hey, the cops, do what the cops tell you to do, right? But then you get this. The man, even though he did go on it wasn't really a high-speed chase, he was an 18-wheeler, but he did have them chase him down. But still, after he got out the truck, he did what he was supposed to do, and then boom, this is what happens. This is why black people are scared of the police. This is why black and brown people don't want to call the police. This is why black and brown people don't want to deal with the police, because of stupid mess like this. And I know what y'all about to say. There are some good cops out there, and they're very good, and they go out their way to make sure everyone's good and everything's fair. I agree with you, but then it is so many bad cops out there that makes it hard for us black and brown people to trust the police. If we can't trust the police, who can we trust? If we can't trust the people that's out there trying to help us or defend or try to save us, how can we live here? How can we live in the United States? Last time I checked, a police officer is supposed to defend that badge and help people who are in need, regardless of race, nationality, creed, or whatever, religious or whatever, right? I'm not seeing that. Like, it took me a while to see this too, because Lord knows I've been pulled a bunch of times when I was in my 20s. God knows I was pulled so many times. I think I got a lot of new people beat these days. Did I ever have a cop yank me out the car or sick a dog on me or any of that stuff? No. Was I driving on the interstate going 100 miles per hour? You got doggone right I was. I was driving down 95. I think I was going 95 miles per hour. And I got pulled so many times, driving while suspended, driving with no insurance, driving while suspended, driving with no insurance, reckless driving. Like, my record goes on and on and on, and I pay for the insurance today. But my record goes on and on and on, and I've never had issues with cops. I could say probably that was the time we was in back then. I think that was I was at Bragg from 2002 to probably 2012. Nope, because I could also add 2014 and 15 because I was at Fort Jackson, but I kept going back to Fort Bragg because I had friends at Bragg. And I never had an issue with a cop. Usually they're nice to me, they give me my ticket, they send me on my way, they tell me stop speeding, they send me on my way. But in today's society, I am literally scared to go back to the States or mainland because I'm in Hawaii. I am scared to go back to mainland, get in my car and drive and get pulled by the police for speeding because I don't know what the outcome is going to be. Like, how do I know the outcome is going to be they may sick a dog on me and I'm not doing anything wrong but speeding? It took a lot for me to tell one of my soldiers. He is a black soldier, right? He has a he's from Florida, and he drives a BMW M4, a race car. It's one of their sports BMWs, right? And he drives it. He got new exhaust on it. The exhaust is very, 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 very loud, right? And and sometimes he get the urge, he likes to speed, right? And I had to tell him, right? And as a leader, it is hard for me to tell a soldier this because it's hard. But me telling a younger black man from an older black man, I asked him, how long he been in the military? He like, so after this contract, I'll probably get out. I said, where you going? He said, I'm going back to Florida. And that's understandable. But I also sat down with him and I told him that, I said, you have a nice car, right? And it's very loud. You can hear him coming miles and miles away. Like, you can hear him coming, blah, 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 blah. It's loud. It's loud as on the way, right? And I had told him, like, you gonna go back to Florida with this loud car and the cops are gonna know you when they see you. And I pray every day that when you do go back home, you never get a cop that's having a bad day and take that bad day out on you just because of the color of your skin. And it was hard for me to tell a soldier that, but it's the truth. It is the truth, man. It is the truth. And we just have to let our black and brown people know that a lot of these cops out here who's supposed to be helping the world and defending the world and defending the state and wearing that uniform and helping people, they're not. A lot There is a lot of racist cops out here that is wearing the uniform. It's call a spade a spade. They kill black people. They kill black and brown people. That's what they're out there to do. And it's hard. I'm about to close. Like I'm about to end this thing. But I was watching TikTok last night when I was getting in bed, right? And it was a white comedian, right? And I think one of the ladies I think somebody in his comments have said something about his shirt, right? And his shirt, I forgot what his shirt said, but the lady said something about being prejudiced or whatever, right? And he was like, he loves everybody, which I can tell in his videos and whatnot. But the videos is probably like 5% of someone's life. But I see in his videos that he's very he's very fair to everybody, right? But in the video, he mentions this, and this was really, and I think this will hit home for me. He said, racism and prejudice would never go away in this world. And I was like, damn, that's a fucked up way of saying it. But as he continued, it made a lot more sense, right? He stated that there are fucked up individuals in this world who are very racist, right? And then these messed up individuals link up with other messed up individuals, and then they have kids who make their kids messed up individuals in regards to racism. And then they continue on that messed up life, growing up with that messed up state of mind and that messed up mentality. And then once again, they link up with somebody else with a messed up mind, and then they have more messed up kids. And then that's how racism would never end. Like, we have to live with this, that racism would never end. Have it got better over the years? Yeah, it got a lot better. It has got a lot better. Look, we put an African American in the freaking White House, bro. That says more than, and it was a mixture of everybody. It wasn't like all the black people voted for Obama, all the white people voted for anybody else. No, they everybody bonded together with one simple fact, is to make sure we are represented by somebody who represents us as a society and as a United States. So racism will never end. But we can grow up to train our kids, not even for a train, to teach our kids that racism is wrong and that it will not be tolerated, and it can't be tolerated. That's how we at least stop it a little bit. With that being, I didn't want to leave it on this kind of a note, but it's true. Like I said, I don't want to leave it on this kind of note, but it's true. It's just 100% true. And just, going back to this incident with this cop and this dog, like, I don't want to say it's racism, but it's showing signs. It's showing signs. When you got another cop, a state trooper telling you not to release your dog, don't release you heard it in the video over and over again. Do not release your dog. Do not release your dog. Do not release your dog. And he still released the dog when the dog was even confused. I hope Ryan Speakman, Dum loses his job. But I bet that MF is at home right now on paid leave. I truly hope on the 31st of July, they come back and said Dum was dumb, just dumb anyway, and he needs to lose his job. He can lose his job. Matter of fact, I already know Rose is gonna sue the draws of Centerville Police Department, of Centerville, where that little raggedy ass city is. Is it Centerville, Tennessee? What is it? Hold on. Is it Tennessee? Hold on, let me make sure. Is it Tennessee? Is it Tennessee? Memphis, Tennessee. Yep. It's Memphis, Tennessee. No, he's from Memphis, Tennessee. Ohio. It was in Ohio. Oh, he gonna sue the draws off Ohio. That dude gonna be so rich, he could probably pay himself. Every fine, every charge that they got him with will probably be dropped. And then he's gonna get paid out the yin yang. And he's smart. Rose, said hit Rose, and his attorney said, you know what? We ain't saying nothing. And I wouldn't say nothing either. I would sit back and watch the publicity run, let it continue to run like it is. But keep in mind, this happened way on July the 4th. Bruh, we are way on damn July 26th. And I think this whole thing dropped July 24th, 23rd, 24th. And now we just heard about it. Bruh, who? Were y'all trying to hide it? Because when he sued y'all ain't gonna be able to hide it. But anyway, hey, fam, thanks for watching, bro. We are at, let me give you an update right now on where we at. Right now, we are at, oh, wrong one. We are at, where we at? 117 subscribers. Keep in mind, like, not even a year, probably a year and a half ago, we was rounding about 50. No, we was probably like at 30 or 40 subscribers. So we are continuing to grow. People, hey, I love y'all, man. Thanks for the support, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all who takes the time to look at my videos, who takes the time to comment, who takes the time to share. I appreciate every last one of you, man. And I love each and every one of you. With that being said, I would end the video here. Man, remember to love each other, hug each other, support each other, and uplift each other. That is it. Love, support, and uplift each other. That's how we're gonna get through this world. With that being said, I love you all. I will see you on the next one. Peace, and I'm out of here.